What's going on, guys? Welcome to another video brought to you by the 7th Legion gaming community. Today we'll be talking about one of our plugins on our member exclusive server called Grief Prevention. This plugin is used to prevent other players from trying to destroy or grief areas that you are working in and whatnot. And it's a pretty useful tool to make sure that nobody can steal your items. One of the first things we're going to cover is when you first join the server, you are given an initial block allowance of 750. For every hour that you spend on the server, you will accrue 100 additional blocks, up to a maximum of 12,000 blocks at the making of this video. This may change in the future, so we just have to keep this in mind. So when you first want to make a claim, one of the easiest things you want to go ahead and do is, if you have wood, and make a chest. And say we want to claim this tree right here. Place your block down, and it looks like it'll give you a 9x9 block. That way nobody else can build inside this claim. Now, the gold blocks and the glowstone here is just for reference. No other players can see this. And once you do other things and whatnot, you more than likely won't see it anymore. But what you can't do is grab your stick, and if you're curious about whether or not somebody actually has something claimed, you could just right click a wooden stick in an area and see nobody has this. Oh, look, there's a chest. So you try to right click it, and it'll tell you who claimed it, how big it is, and such like that. So this is a very useful tool, something to keep in mind. Now in the future, you can keep in mind that only you can access this stuff, but you do have the ability to add other players to your trust and stuff like that. For more information on that, we will post something on our 7th Legion's Minecraft forum for commands and permissions that you would be able to utilize so that you could give other people access, or to deny them access if you determine you don't need them anymore. So what we're going to do now is that would be your first initial set. Once you do that, you can only claim through this method one time. So what you want to do, if you want to make any additional claims, is to grab yourself a bone from a skeleton or such. And therefore, what you want to do is, when you're trying to make another claim set, keep in mind that you cannot overlap any other set claim, whether it's yours or somebody else's. So let's say, by reference, we'll pull our stick back out, right click, okay, so here's the block. I could set a initial block right there, but if I want to come over here and just say claim this, well, that would work. But if you actually wind up working inside the block, so let's try this. If you say we'll claim this block, oh wait, there's a claim that would overlap. Oh, actually I did that wrong. You can actually resize and claim. You can resize your claims and such like that, but you just have to be mindful that when you're working in another area, that if you want to resize, it's probably best to abandon certain claims and do it. But you have to be careful about it, because if any other players around and you unclaim something, they will be able to come in and claim it. So you have to be kind of pretty fast with it and just be mindful with it. So it's usually kind of a good idea to understand what you're working with, how you're going to lead, your build design and such. You may be doing this pattern and stuff. You may just want to claim everything in rectangles and shapes like that. So let's say, therefore, we're going to look here, right click here, so nothing's been claimed. Actually, everything is just as it was. So let's try to just set another claim. So I've got 685 more blocks. We'll make a rather large claim. Oh, don't have that many blocks. Come in a little closer. Okay. So we have that set. Therefore, when we take our stick, right click in this area, and you can see there are two claims. Now, let's say that over time you do not want to use this claim, so all you got to do is type in abandon claim, if I can type it right. And therefore, after you do that, when you use your investigation tool, which is this stick, you'll find that nobody's claimed this area. Well, you still have this area here. So that's one way to get rid of something if you don't want it. Now, if you want to, say in the future, we'll go ahead and reclaim some of this again. Say in the future you do not want to use any more of your claims, you want to just abandon everything, and you want to build this big base or whatever the case. But what you can do, generally speaking, when you abandon something, you will have to be inside the actual claim area. But instead, if you want to abandon all your claims, just use this command, /abandon, all claims, and it will remove all your claims and add it to your available blocks. So with that being said, this will help with your building, and if you want any more commands and such like that, it'd be important to check out our 7th Legion Minecraft forum for more commands and such like that. So that's the end of this video. Everybody have a good day.